So the boundaries are 1.27 and negative 2.77. Now place the numbers on the number line. This will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Okay, 1.27 is going to be somewhere between 1 and 2, a little closer to 1. And I've got to use a solid dot. Now, why a solid dot? We'll go back to the original problem. The original problem was greater than or equal to, which shows inclusion. And a negative 2.77 is going to be somewhere along there. Again, it divides the number line into 3 regions. I need to pick checkpoints. I'm going to use negative 4, 0, and 3. The original problem was 2x squared plus 3x greater than or equal to 7. So I have 2 parentheses squared plus 3 parentheses greater than or equal to 7, and I'll put in negative 4. Squaring first, that would be 2 times 16 plus 3 times a negative 4 greater than or equal to 7. 32 plus a negative 12 greater than or equal to 7. 20 greater than or equal to 7. So this region gives true. Now let's try 0. Replace x by the parentheses and put 0 in the parentheses. Squaring first, 0 squared is 0, so it would be 2 times 0 plus 3 times 0 greater than or equal to 7. 0 greater than or equal to 7, which is false. So the middle region gave false this time. Okay, now let's try 3. 2 parentheses squared plus 3 parentheses greater than or equal to 7. And we're replacing x by 3. 2 times 9 plus 3 times 3 greater than or equal to 7. 18 plus 9 greater than or equal to 7. 27 greater than or equal to 7, which is true. So we shade the true regions to indicate where the answers are. So every point in this region makes it true. Every point in this region makes it true. And everything in the middle makes it false. Now, how can I show this using the notation? Now, for this region, I start at negative infinity. So it goes in the negative direction forever. That's what negative infinity shows. Up to this point. Now, that point was a negative 2.77. And it had inclusion. Now when I have 2 regions, I use union. I'll start back at 1.27 and it goes forever in the positive direction. Now this is not technically correct because I rounded these off. If we want the exact answer, then I would need to go back and use my radical, which I would write negative infinity up to a negative 3 plus the square root of 65 over 4, include it, union, negative 3 subtract the square root of 65 over 4, and continue forever in the positive direction. So this would be the way of writing it exactly. Check with your teacher to figure out which form they prefer. I prefer this one because I think it's more meaningful. Now I'm ready to give you some exercises. You need to copy down the problems. The first problem is x squared, subtract 5x is less than 6. The second problem is x squared is greater than or equal to 5. Once you get both problems copied down, stop the tape and work the problems. When you have finished working the problems, you need to restart the tape to check your answers. Here are the answers. If you disagree with either answer, be sure to check with your instructor.